By far, Solana has the biggest airdrops available. You see people getting some insane airdrops, sometimes up to millions of dollars. And you see this all over Twitter, and it can make you want to go ahead and actually get involved in these airdrops. But to make this huge amount of money, to win big with these airdrops, you have to know a few things. You can't just go for every single airdrop and expect that that's the best strategy. Instead, you're going to have to take a few things into mind. Now, the first thing I want to say is that in order to go ahead and get the most out of airdrops, you need to be selective. So you need to select the airdrops that are going to be stand out from the rest. That's the first thing. If you go for every single one, you're not going to have the time or money to do it. You need to focus on the ones that are the biggest with the biggest reward. Secondly, you need to be able to get into the airdrops early. And there's a ton of reasons for that. One of the reasons is that your funds that you actually have inside of the airdrop, they compound over time. So you can put in less money early and you're still going to do well. And also that there's less competition at first, so it's easier for you to do well, and you're going to have a long period of time to actually farm their points or whatever their system is. Now, another hidden benefit of getting in early is that a lot of these airdrops actually have points systems and multipliers that are hidden but are for early users. So the earlier you get in, the better it's going to be. So you should go ahead and get into some of the really good ones early and focus on them heavily, as opposed to getting to a ton of airdrops and putting a little effort in. And one of those huge airdrops that we are going to be talking about today is the Meteora Airdrop. Now, this is driving the most dynamic liquidity on Solana, and their dynamic protocols include DLMM, dynamic pools, and dynamic vaults. And I'm going to explain to you basically how you can go ahead and farm this airdrop, all the different steps and the best practices. As I said, right now is the best time to do this. The earlier, the better. Now, first of all, to go ahead and actually farm this, we're going to be needing a Phantom wallet or something similar, something you can have Solana in. So I'd recommend getting Phantom wallet. You can get it on Chrome very easily. You can set it all up. And I would recommend using whatever spare funds you have for this airdrop. I think that you should go all in on this one compared to going across a few of them. This one is going to be a huge one, so I recommend going all in. Any spare amounts you have, it should go into here. Now, there's a lot of things you can actually do to get points on their system, but one thing they tell you not to do is dynamic vaults. The dynamic vaults here will not give you any points and will not go towards the airdrop. So make sure you avoid this one at all costs. This will just waste your money and your time. So the first way we're going to be doing it is with the DLMM, and this stands for Dynamic Liquidity Market Maker. And this gives LPs access to dynamic fees and precise liquidity concentration all in real time. So we're going to go to their website. We're going to click try this now. And it's going to bring us up to a page that looks like this. So we can go ahead and I'd recommend selecting some well-known pairs. It's better to do that. So something like Sol USDC is going to be a good one. I'd probably recommend going for something like that. Something that's not too small. So in here we can go ahead and we can select the pool who we want here. It's going to tell you the TVL, the 24-hour volume, and the 24-hour fees. So I'm just going to pick this top one here. And here we go. So what we can do is we can go ahead and add liquidity to this. So to do that, we have to add liquidity. We can select deposit in Solana. And then we can select our volatility strategy. I'd recommend leaving it this, but you can change it if you'd like to. You can also go ahead here and you can set your price range. So this is the price that you're willing to add liquidity at. And obviously we're doing spot like that, but if you change the strategy, it's going to be slightly different. But you can go ahead and just add liquidity here. And yeah, there we go. Add liquidity. And if you've got it in your balance, it should all connect up and it should go ahead and work. So that's the very first way that's going to earn you points. And try to stick to well-known pairs and avoid exotic ones, because there's a chance if you do like some random exotic pairs that they don't credit your work or whatever. So the next way to go ahead and earn points is through their dynamic pools system. So this is LPs earn from trading fees and lending yield in these easy to use AMM pools. So we go ahead onto their site, click try this now, and we can go ahead, click on the dynamic pools here, and it will take a second to load. And once it does, you can go ahead and select which pool you want to be using. So again, as I said, make sure to use something that's not too exotic. And you can see the yield that you get from them. So let's select this one here. And it's very simple. We can go ahead and we can just deposit the funds. So this will be USDT. Here we go. We can go ahead and deposit that there. And then that's the USDC we're going to get. Press deposit. And then we can go ahead and deposit it to that pool. And then the next way I'd recommend you to farm points for their airdrop is on the multi-token pools, or in other words, the stable pools. So you can go ahead and do this one here, for example. We can go ahead and deposit any of these, deposit that into the pool. We're going to go ahead and get a good yield, and we're also going to be farming the points on there. Now, as I said, these two basically are going to be the way you can go ahead and farm it. And if you go here, they've got point tracking is now live, and you're going to get a 10% LP stimulus package. That's what they say. If you want to go onto their page, you can go ahead and see stuff like their announcements, their proposals, discussion, and this will give us a bit more information about them. And you can also go to app here and just see what they're all about, essentially. But if you go over to their Twitter, it's going to tell you about all their plans, how you can earn points, all of the information there. They've also got this article here which tells you about basic earnings. So you get 1 point per $1 of TVL per day, and it tells you the multipliers all here. So go ahead and read all of this information. It's going to give you a lot of information about the best way to earn points, multipliers, all that kind of stuff. They've also got their Discord, as you can see here, so you can go ahead and join their Discord for more information. But I'd heavily recommend getting into this, keeping an eye on their Twitter. This will be super useful and give you a lot of information. So that's basically how you go ahead about farming it. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to go down below and like and subscribe. And also comment that it helped you out, and comment down below if you have any other guides you want us to make about farming, or anything else you think would be a good video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.